Good morning. So all of you might have completed your syllabus, all the class 11 students as well class 12 students and senior intermediate students. Now it is the time to focus on JEE Main Phase 1 2026. You are going to get 99 percentile if you really work smarter and harder for these 4 months. So, these 4 months, that is September, October, November, December, you have to revise the syllabus strategically. As far as physics is concerned, JEE Main papers nowadays are not that tough. They are concept testing question papers. So, you have to learn the concepts properly and you have to keep all the formulae on your fingertips, and then you have to practice at least 25 questions every day. So, here and taking mock tests is so important, only then you know how to adjust your time, you will be knowing your time management and also stress handling during 3-hour examination. So, taking mock tests every week, at least 2 tests you have to take up to November. And from December, you have to, in the month of December, you have to take at every alternate day a mock test, and last 15 days you have to take grand test, only then you will be comfortable taking the examination. So, get ready, prepare well, keep the formula on your fingertips and practice all the PYQs given in previous JEE Main from 2019 to 2025. I am going to start explaining PYQs first with motion in a straight line. See here, actually in the question, the date is also mentioned. This question is given 2023 5th April in shift 1. So, I just explained this question. See here, the position of a particle related to time is given by x is equal to 5t square minus 4t plus 5. Magnitude of velocity of the particle at 2 seconds we need to find out. So, the position is given by x is equal to 5t square minus 4t plus 5. You are asked to find the magnitude of velocity at t is equal to 2 seconds. From the displacement, velocity is d by dt of x. By differentiating the displacement with respect to time, we can find out the velocity. So, here on differentiating that, this is t square derivative is 2t. So, this is 10t minus 4. Just substitute 2 in place of t, it is 10 into 2 minus 4, it is 16 meter per second. So, this is the correct choice for that problem. Okay. Next, go to the next problem. Position, the second problem is distance travelled by an object is given by this expression, instantaneous speed of the object at t is equal to 5 seconds, exactly similar model. So, here displacement is given by 2.5 t square. So, velocity on differentiating this with respect to time, t square derivative is 2t. So, this is 5t. So, you are supposed to find velocity at t is equal to 5 seconds. So, just substitute 5 in place of 3. So, this in place of t, 5 5s are 25. So, velocity is 25 meter per second. So, first option is true for that problem. Both are similar models. Now, look into this question. A vehicle travels 4 kilometers with a speed of 3 kmph, another 4 kilometers with a speed of 5 kmph, then its average speed. Just because this is the first problem on average speed, I am telling you the concept here. Average speed is total distance by total time. If distance is given, velocity is given, then in place of T1, S1 by V1 plus S2 by V2 and so on. This is another formula for average speed. Suppose if times and velocities are given, then average speed will be equal to, instead of S1, S is Vt, so V1 T1 plus V2 T2 plus so on divided by T1 plus T2 plus T3 so on. Actually, you need not by heart all these formulae. The basic concept is average speed is total distance by total time. In the synopsis, we learnt all of them. So here the vehicle travels 4 kilometers with 3 kmph, next 4 kilometers with 5 kmph. So the shortcut formula for this is, if a body travels half the distance with V1, next half with V2, then average speed is 2 V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. So it's going to be 2 into V1 is 3 kmph and V2 is 5 kmph. V1 plus V2 is 8. So it is 15 by 4. So it is 3.75 kmph. That is the average speed. So here the formula is, if a body travels half the distance with V1, remaining half with V2, then the average speed is 2 V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. Now coming to another problem. Look here. So if you look into this next problem, look here. The distance travelled by a particle is related as x is equal to 4t square, velocity of the particle at the end of 5 seconds. Already we have done that model. So that is repeated. Coming to this, a person travels x distance with V1, x distance with V2 in the same direction, the average velocity. This is the formula. Actually the formula is, isn't it? This is the formula. So V2 by V is equal to 1 by V1 plus 1 by V2 and from this V average is equal to 2 V1 V2 by V1 plus V2. Okay, let us go to the next problem. The relation between t and distance x is given as t is equal to m x square plus n x, where m and n are constants. The retardation of the motion you are asked to find out. This is a very important model which is repeated several times. In these PYQs we see at least 4 to 5 problems of the same type. So let us do this problem carefully. You are asked to find acceleration or retardation if x is the displacement here. If you differentiate this with respect to time, d by dt of t is 1, m d by dt of this is 2x into dx by dt plus n, x derivative is 1 into dx by dt. So here 1 is equal to m into 2x into dx by dt, let us take it as velocity, n into velocity. Let us take v as common factor, 2mx plus n 1. From this velocity is equal to 1 by 2mx plus n. Keep it aside. And now coming back to this expression, as we need to find out the acceleration, we want d square x by dt square. Let us differentiate this with respect to time again. What will you get? Derivative of a constant is 0. It is 2m, derivative of x is 1 into dx by dt. So, dx by dt into dx by dt whole square plus we are applying partial differentiation. So, 2mx, then derivative of this with respect to time d square x by dt square plus n into derivative of this is d square x by dt square. So, 0 is equal to 2m, dx by dt is v, so 2mv square. D square x by dt square, let us take it as a common factor, d square x by dt square into 2mx plus n, 2mx plus n. D square x by dt square is nothing but acceleration. So, if you take this as a into 2mx plus n is equal to minus 2m v square if you take this to the other side. So, a is equal to minus 2m v square by 2mx plus n. But 1 by 2mx plus n is v implies a is equal to minus 2m v square into v is v cube. This, if you are asked to find acceleration, it is minus 2m v cube. But here they asked you what is the retardation. So, minus a is asked. So, retardation is equal to 2mv cube. That is the answer, 2mv cube. This is a very important model, repeating several times in Jeemain as well as in NEET. Okay? Now, look into the next problem. A particle moving in a straight line covers half the distance with a speed 6 meters. So, I am telling you the seventh problem, half the distance with a speed v1, that is 6 meter per second. The other half in 2 equal time intervals with speeds 9 meter per second and 15 meter per second. Look here, if a body travels half the time with v1, remaining half with v2, then average speed, half the time with v1, remaining half with v2, then average speed will be v1 plus v2 by 2, that is 9 plus 15 by 2, that is average speed in the second half of the distance is 24 by 2, that is 12 meter per second. This is v2. Now, half the distance it has travelled with 6 and the remaining half the distance it has travelled with a velocity 12. We know average speed is equal to 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2. Okay? So, this is 8 meter per second. So, what all you need to do is you have to have the formula perfectly in your hand. So, if a body travels half the distance with v1, remaining half the distance with v2, then average speed is 2v1 v2 by v1 plus v2. That is one formula. What is the next formula? If the body travels half the time with v1, remaining half the time with v2, then the average speed is v1 plus v2 by 2. Here we used both the formula in that problem. Now, look into the next problem, that is question number 8. A train starting from rest first accelerates uniformly up to a speed of 80 kmph for time t1. Then it moves with a constant speed for time 3t. Average speed of the train for the duration is asked. So, we know average speed is equal to total distance by total time, S1 plus S2 by T1 plus T2. Here the two time intervals given are T and 3T. So, the total time T1 plus T2 is T plus 3T, that is equal to 4T. So, total time is straight away given to us. Now, to find the average speed, you have to find out the total distance. S1, train starting from rest accelerates uniformly to a speed of 80 kmph. So, here S1 is equal to ut plus half a t square, half a t square, that is S1. S1 is given and it acquires a speed of 80 kmph. So, here we need to find out S1. So, V is equal to u plus at. It implies it has acquired a speed of 80 kmph starting from rest in time t. So, 80, from which acceleration is 80 by t. So, let us substitute that over here. S is equal to half a is 80 by t into t square. So, this is 80 t by 2, or S1 is equal to 40 t. That is the S1. And the second distance is, in the second interval, that is 3t, it is moving with a constant speed of 80 kmph. When it is moving with a constant speed, S is equal to velocity into time. That is 80 into time interval here is 3t. So, S2 is equal to 240t. So, S1 is 40t, S2 is 240t, then what will be the total distance? See, V average is equal to total distance 40t plus 240t, 280t divided by total time. Total time is 4t. So, 4t. T and T gets cancelled. It is 70 kilometer per hour. That is the first choice, is the correct answer. Okay. So, we have just used the formula. Average speed is equal to total distance by total time. Okay. Now, let us go to the next problem. That is ninth problem here. See this one. A body travels 102.5 meters in the nth second. It's very interesting. If you are smart, you can answer that problem within a second. So, follow me. The body travels 102.5 meters in nth second, 115 meters in n plus 2th second. Acceleration is, look here, we have a strong concept, that is, in every suppose if S1, S2 are displacements of a body in the first second and second second, then its acceleration is S2 minus S1, or acceleration of a body is Sn minus Sm by n minus m. If Sn comma Sm are displacements in the nth and mth seconds starting from rest. So, here if you apply the same concept here, A is equal to 115 minus 102.5 divided by 2. Okay, so this is 115 minus 102 is how much? It is 112. 112.5 divided by 2. So the answer is 112 or 112. So answer is 6.25. So there is something wrong. No, this subtraction is wrong, isn't it? So look here, 115 minus 102.5. So this is 12.5. 12.5 by 2, it is 6.25 meter per second square. So this is the correct option. So here, if a body is moving if a body has displacements Sn comma Sm in equal time intervals of nth and mth seconds, right? So here the time interval considered is, first is nth second, next is n plus 2 second. So the time gap is 2 seconds. So that is the problem, Sn minus Sm by n minus m. Let's move on to the next problem. Train A is moving along two parallel tracks towards north with a speed 72 km/h, and the another train B moving towards south with a speed 108 km/h. So here velocity of train A is, look here, 72 km/h north. North is taken as J bar, and velocity of train B is 108 meters south. South is taken as minus J bar. Velocity of train B with respect to A. Velocity of train B with respect to A is VB bar minus VA bar. So this is minus 108 minus 72. Both are J. So this is minus 180 km/h. But the answers are given in meters per second. So if you want to convert, velocity of train B with respect to A is minus 180 into 5 by 18. If we want to convert km/h to meter per second, you have to multiply that with 5 by 18. So this is minus 50 meter per second. So how many options you have with minus 50? So 2 options, you have to check properly. Now velocity of ground with respect to B. So velocity of ground with respect to B is velocity of ground with respect to B. It is simply 0 and it is minus what is velocity of B? 108. If you convert that into meter per second, it is 30. 5 6 are 30. So here which shall we take, plus 30 or minus 30? Actually velocity of the ground with respect to B is minus 30, but here the reference direction is taken as velocity of A. So meaning north is taken as positive, southward direction will be taken as negative. So here minus of minus, it becomes plus with respect to the train. See here, actually with respect to the train, it is moving in the same direction here. So that's why we will be getting positive sign. The answer is plus.